Podcast.
What did you do? Oh, my bad. I forgot what his catchphrase was.
On air.
Hello. Two different things we're going to... Well, what? I had two different ideas of what we were going to do today. So one of them was talking about things that no longer exist that we wish would or like have like disappeared, whether it's things, people, whatever.
Dinosaurs.
Wait, are you just trying to be like me?
No.
You miss dinosaurs?
You said things that no longer exist.
Yeah,
so.
but things that we know of that we used to have that we no longer have, like things that disappeared.
Oh.
Or the lovely topic of the AI, and like I listened to a thing about AI. So, but since we've already talked about dinosaurs, I guess we're gonna go with the things that we used to enjoy and now they are no longer here, or just
Like 3D Doritos.
Yes, that was the thing that I was actually thinking when they said it.
Why did they get rid of those?
No idea. We should look that up, though. You should look that up right now.
If they brought those back, the revenue they would make. What?
Didn't you order some and they just weren't the same?
Well, yeah, they
were like waffle-ish.
They were like airy, and yeah,
but they were like waffly instead of like the like.
Not like the solid. Like,
the ones that they used to be. And I think now Goldfish are trying to do chips and goldfish together, which I don't know if that's supposed to be similar to the same thing, but
3D Doritos.
But I remember.
Yeah, so they still make 3D Doritos, but they're called Doritos 3D Crunch.
Yeah, but if those were the ones that you ordered from the football, those weren't good.
Same thing.
Ryan ordered a bunch of them, and then they came and were like, bleh. I forget what.
I'm trying to look up.
But Super Bowl, that was like advertised during the Super Bowl.
Yeah, when they first came out with the new 3D Doritos.
And literally Ryan bought it right then and there.
Yeah.
Like 10 bags of each flavor or something. Or maybe 5 of each.
And they're not.
They're just not there anymore.
They're not good. I'm trying to find like an article about Doritos 3D was a line. Oh, so it was the same name. So technically they brought them back under the same name, but they're just not. And they came in like those like canisters, right?
Oh, I don't remember how they came originally. I just remember they were delicious originally. Like the air inside of them when it would pop, just like the air tasted good. But. So
Doritos 3D was a line of Doritos chips introduced in the 1990s that grew in popularity until their discontinuation in the mid-2000s. These snacks have been described as Doritos meets Bugles. Included flavors like jalapeno cheddar, nacho cheese, and zesty ranch.
Anyways, they were delicious when they were around. The originals. The
OG 3D.
Yeah, the new one's not so good.
I always wonder that. Like,
do you hear that?
It's a plane.
I know, but why are they flying so low lately? Crazy. I'm gonna have to ask my brother about that. I mean, ask this person I know about that. Anyway.
But yeah, why do companies do that? Why do they take popular items? It just must be a numbers. It must be a numbers thing. If they're not selling them, then they.
To like fast foods will like put out things and try it, and then this thing will come back, and then it goes away.
Oh, McDonald's and McDonald's snack wraps. Do you remember those?
I was thinking of a Shamrock Shake. I have never had a Shamrock Shake.
Really? Those only come out during
the seasonal or like the pumpkin spice coffee.
Yeah.
And I kind of get those so that then people get all ramped up like, oh, we got to come here because they have pumpkin spice.
But yeah, two things at McDonald's. Number one, last week we talked about Dunkin' Donuts. This week it's McDonald's. Number one, the McDonald's snack wraps, they got rid of those. Those were huge, majorly popular.
Yeah.
And there's like petitions for them to bring it back. You see it all the time.
We should petition about the 3D Doritos. They're
and
not good for you, though, I should say.
And number two was the McDonald's chicken selects. Do you remember those? They're like chicken. No. You don't remember those?
Again, you know me.
Yeah. Not a frequent flyer.
I only, well, when I would get a number one for the Big Mac sauce.
Right.
And when I was pregnant, I would just go to get Big Mac sauce.
But
sometimes
the chicken selects were like chicken tenders, basically. And that's what I think that's what they put in the snack wraps as well. But yeah, like
So
just
maybe they just stopped the chicken tenders, so then they
maybe.
stopped the.
Yeah, but they're called chicken selects. They're really good.
I heard that at. I forget what food chain it is, but the chicken tenders would be delivered in these like buckets of blue liquid.
KFC. Yeah.
Blue liquid.
Yeah. Nasty.
That's not good for you.
Yeah, I don't think
know
I'd ever
what the
want to
blue
work.
liquid is, but it's not good for you. Whatever it is, not good for you.
It's almost
I
like
kind of want to
ignorance
work
is
at a
bliss.
fast food place. I've never worked at a food place, any food place, but I feel like if I did, actually, I did work at the Pines restaurant way back when for like a month. But I feel like if I did that, I wouldn't eat there.
Right.
I'd be
That's
like,
what I'm saying.
oh, I shouldn't eat this. Oh, that's not good for you.
Yep.
And like seeing it
you,
or
you
like
don't know
hearing
what they do behind
like,
the scenes.
yeah.
Like my sister, for example, worked at a restaurant that shall not be named, even though I probably could name it because I think they're out of
They're
business.
selling?
They sold or they're
yeah.
selling out. But yeah,
It doesn't matter. They were horrible to her.
Yeah, and their food was trash. Like I remember one of the last times we went there, I was like, "Wow, this is bad."
Guy Fieri was supposed to go there, and then he didn't even go.
Right. Okay, so
Because
it was
their fresh lobster was not fresh.
Right, and this was a seafood restaurant, right? Like, get this.
Right on the
I'll give you
ocean.
the inside scoop, the secret.
And then we are going to go back to the whole like things that are missing though.
Yes. So this was a seafood restaurant, right? It's in Maine. They on their menu they had lobster mac and cheese. Okay. They had lobster mac and cheese. The baby's just calling for mommy. They had lobster mac and cheese. And this was like a pretty well-known seafood spot. Big kind of tourist area, but even well-known with the locals. I want to name it so bad, but I'm not going to. But it was in Maine. And they had lobster mac and cheese on the menu. And you would think, they probably, use fresh lobster meat. They make a homemade mac and cheese, right? Put it in the oven, get it all crispy on top with some breadcrumbs or something. No. They use frozen lobster meat and literally Stouffer's macaroni and cheese that you get from the grocery store. The like $2 little things that you get at the grocery store. And then they would charge $35 for lobster mac and cheese, whatever it costs. I don't know. I'm sure it was outlandish. And they would pass it off as like
gourmet.
Yeah.
Yes.
And this is verified by somebody who worked there, like my sister. She wouldn't lie about that.
Multiple people that
But they would literally just throw it in the microwave and then serve it as like lobster mac and cheese for $30. Crazy. Disgusting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
What else?
That's one of the things that are going to disappear that I'm not going to be like, oh, I wonder where that went.
That place, yeah.
Yeah. So other things, like even people that have just kind of disappeared, like actors, actresses, Josh Hartnett.
Who? Exactly. Now, who's that? I don't even know who that is. What was his name?
Josh Hartnett.
Josh
Hartnett, right?
Josh Hartnett. Hartnett.
Sure.
Josh Hartnett.
I could be saying his name wrong.
Oh.
Let me look.
American act. This guy?
Yeah, that dude.
American actor.
Where'd you go,
played Teen Idol, Halloween, The Faculty. Oh, he was in The Faculty. Okay.
Yes. We
That's
watched
right.
The Faculty up in Maine.
Yep. But he was only a kid then, right?
I loved him in that movie.
40 Days and 40 Nights.
Oh, he was in Pearl Harbor too.
Yep, Pearl Harbor.
And then he died. Spoiler alert. I guess
Black
that's what
Hawk
happened.
Down.
Yep. But
Yeah. So
I don't know what he's
yeah,
doing.
He hasn't
He's MIA.
done it. Oh, he was in Oppenheimer, which was a pretty big movie last year. I don't know. I didn't see it,
maybe
so
he's
I don't
done
know
that.
what.
Which it's kind of hard because some of these things are like, is it because of COVID or is it
They just
not?
retired.
Like Jessica Biel.
Right.
You haven't seen her doing anything. Or who's the one that's married to Justin Timberlake? Is that Jessica Biel?
Yeah. I think
But
so.
I think it's because they have kids. So she's being stay-at-home
Yeah,
mom
probably.
opposed to anything else. So I feel like women, it's kind of like, oh, they're staying at home with their kids.
Justin Timberlake.
Where if, like-
Jessica Biel.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it.
So it's like, where did she go?
Especially
Is she
having a
still doing her own
wildly-
thing?
especially having a wildly successful career as well. Like if you're
And she had it
making-
when she was young.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden she just kind of
Like you got your bags, right? Like you secured the bag.
Your
You got your millions.
you got
Why
your dough.
kill yourself to
You
keep
got your sourdough dough.
doing all these movies, you know?
I guess so. And if your significant other spouse is doing things like,
Right. If you're married
There
to
you
Justin
go.
Timberlake, he's not really doing much these days either.
well, he had the book that came out that wasn't very good
He had,
for him.
he had a book?
Well, no, he didn't have a book, but Britney Spears had a book.
Oh.
I haven't read
but-
it. I don't really know what's going on, but apparently it doesn't look good for him, and it paints him as not America's. I don't know if they call him America's sweetheart if they're boys, but he was supposed to be like. I guess he's not as sweet and happy-go-lucky as
Maybe. It's possible.
it, or at least the.
But also, does anybody really take what Britney says these days serious? Like,
Apparently enough people.
Yeah,
I don't
maybe.
know. I don't think it's like a T Swift following or anything, but enough people are like, oh, I didn't know that about him, and now I'm on Britney's side.
yeah.
That's literally what I've heard from people, like from their mouth, and I was like, never read it. And honestly, I probably won't. I don't.
Yeah.
I feel like if people are going to be like that there must be some kind of drama that's in there that I just don't need. I can't even get through the Light Between Two Oceans.
What's that?
Book that Graham recommended, but it's about a child that was found on an island after a boat washed up, and
Oh,
the
geez.
child's father passed away. And so these people live on a lighthouse, and that's the island that the boat washed up on.
Is it fiction? Or
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know. And so then the people at the lighthouse started raising the girl, and then they went to the mainland to. I don't know why, but they went to the mainland, and then they found the mother of the girl,
Oh.
and they kind of put the two together. And the husband wants to tell and say, "Hey, this is actually your kid. It's not ours." But the woman, his wife, doesn't want to because they've gone through so many miscarriages. So it just so happened that people knew that she was pregnant. She actually had a miscarriage, but this baby came along. And so they just said that the baby was born a little early.
Hmm.
And that's why the baby was bigger. And anyway.
Why can't
so,
you get through the book though?
Because like with Biel over there, I can't imagine me thinking that you and him are dead, lost at sea.
Oh.
And then
yeah.
somebody raising him and then
Yeah.
being like, oh, I'm not going to tell you, versus you and I raising Biel and then someone just one day being like, no, that's my kid now, and having him taken away. So either way,
Right.
from the mother's perspective, granted the dead guy, that's not a good perspective either. Like obviously he's not very happy, but from either or. And they found out, the man found out that the other guy passed away because he was from, I think, Ireland, and they didn't like him because he was Irish. And the woman comes from a wealthy family. And so the people in the town didn't like this man coming in and like marrying like a higher class woman. And so they were at a bar, and a bunch of drunk guys wanted to essentially just beat him up, but he was with his wife and his child. And so she told the guy, like, run and go so they can't get him, go on the boat.
Mm-hmm.
And so he just had a little like dinghy raft thing, and then he was off in the ocean trying to get away from these people that were essentially
Landed
they
on
were
an
worried
island.
was gonna hurt the baby and him. And then the woman just stayed behind to try to like, you stop, you know who my father is, blah blah blah, to try to protect. So each of them were trying to protect the baby, and then for her, she just knows they went on the boat and they never came back.
Right.
And then he passed away.
Figured they were dead, probably.
Right. I don't know exactly what caused him to pass away, but he was dead from like in the boat. But anyway, I can't.
Anyway, you.
We're trying to talk about things that have disappeared that we want back, and now we're going through these bunny holes.
How did we
Anyway,
get on that?
a light between
Hope
two
you didn't want to
oceans.
read that book.
No,
Gave
or
away the
two
entire thing.
lights between two oceans, something like that. But anyway, hey, now that I'm saying that, I'm like, oh, the baby's the light and the oceans are the two people. Anyway, but the people on the island kept having miscarriages, so I don't know. I feel bad for both sides, but I can't read that book because then I start getting emotional because of the baby. And I'm like, oh, when did these hormones go away? This is horrible. Anyway, so
Pizza
other
Hut.
things. I like Pizza Hut.
When was the last time you saw a Pizza Hut?
Dover, New Hampshire, when I was pregnant.
Really?
Yes.
Sure about that?
If you go up where Wentworth Douglas is, it's over on this side. The same side Wentworth Douglas is.
That's Papagino's.
No. Look it up. If I'm right,
Pizza.
I get a back rub tonight
No, I'm not taking that.
for 10 minutes. And I'm going to set Alexa.
I think there is. Yeah. Is there one other Pizza Hut?
Test me, boo. Test me.
Yeah, there's a Pizza Hut there.
What?
Oh.
I'm sorry, what?
I was thinking.
No. Tell me more.
That's almost that's like Somersworth. That's not Dover.
What does it say? What is that?
It says Dover.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's across from the McDonald's by the gym. Okay. Yeah. I thought that place closed down. Have you seen the outside of that building? It looks so bad.
Yeah, I went in there when I was pregnant.
I literally thought it was closed down. That's why I didn't think of it.
It's open.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep, went there. Delicious.
They used to be everywhere though. They're not around anymore.
The Pizza Huts, yeah. I remember having the little book club or something, and you could like get a small pizza if you read so many books from your school or whatever.
That's like nostalgia, big time.
That's good.
Yep.
We don't have those little books anymore. Where did those happen?
Yeah, what
they
happened
used to
with
have
that?
those at McDonald's too. You don't hear about those little books anymore.
That's what made
you don't
me
get
think
your little
of
ice creams.
That's what made me think of Pizza Hut was the
Little books.
yeah.
Yeah, see, those aren't around
Like the
anymore.
reading club thing, and yeah, you would get a free. How did it work? I forget. Like you would get if you
In my school, I think you had to read like 10 books, and then you get a coupon for like a self pizza.
Yeah, it was like the little
And then
ones.
you can go-
the little
yeah,
pan pizzas.
yeah.
Yeah.
Literally like this big.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. They don't have
What a
those.
ripoff.
I'll read 10 books for that. Are you kidding me? My mom used to be like, you read 10 books, right? Because it's pizza night. Did
Right.
you read 10 books? No, Mom, I just got, well, you better read these. And she'd give us like Spot Can Run, Spot Can See. We're in chapter books. Come on. So that was fun.
I'm trying to remember some other things that used to be around.
Or people that aren't around.
Or people, yeah.
They don't know what happened. Like, obviously, we know.
Oh, Quiznos subs. You remember Quiznos?
Those were yucky.
You didn't like Quiznos?
I think those were hot subs, weren't they?
No, they had everything.
Or GameStop, Game Boy,
Game Boy?
Game.
GameStop?
Yeah, wasn't there a video game store that?
Oh, GameStop, yeah. GameStop's
GameStop.
GameStop's still around.
Oh, just not around here.
No, there's like literally one right down the street.
Oh, what about Olympia Sport?
Oh,
I remember
yeah.
that was supposed to be closing forever. Ames
Ames is gone.
yeah.
That
Kmart.
Ames might have been a Northeast thing. I don't know. But yeah, Kmart is out of business. Sears is gone. Sears is gone.
Sears.
Which is crazy. That was a massive American company.
Oh my gosh, you would go there to get your car inspected, and they nicked you for everything.
Oh yeah, of
I
course.
went in there, and they basically told me, and it was a brand new car, and they told me that I had $7,000 worth of stuff that needed to be fixed,
Yeah.
including my windshield wipers.
Well, they got to pay for their insane debt somehow,
like,
which didn't work because they
what?
went bankrupt. But
Yep. And then I brought it to another place, like a local place, and I was like, I gave them the list of the things that Sears gave me, and the guy's like, windshield wipers, huh? I was like, I don't know, that's what they told me. And he's like, huh, if I sprayed it with the hose, would you be able to see? And I was like, well, yeah. And he's like, all right, well, we're gonna let you decide when you need new windshield wipers. I'm like,
Right.
thanks. And then I think they just rotated my tires or something. Like there wasn't anything.
$7,000.
It was just under $7,000 that they had. I don't know what kind of
Crazy.
thing. It probably had something to do with my wheels.
Crazy.
Maybe they were going to do the rotating cuffs and
Unbelievable. Was that the
the
Scion?
rotator cuffs. The black Scion?
Oh, no, your white Scion.
No, the Nissan.
Oh, Nissan.
Nissan, not Scion. I had a black Nissan. That was my first car ever. My mom got me that.
Yeah, Sears.
Thanks, Mom.
Sears is gone. What else? I'm trying to remember.
What about those little ice creams that were really cold? Dibs.
Dippin' Dots?
Dips. The little chocolate ones. Like almost like a bite-sized piece. Like
Oh, yeah. Oh, what were those called? Dip? They were called Dibs?
Dibs. Something like that. Those were delicious. I love those. They were like mini Klondike bars that you could just pop in your mouth. Love that. And then there were these little spaceship things. I forgot to look over at England to see if they had them with this powder inside. Delicious. For all our UK listeners, what are those? They look like little spaceships, like this foamy outside. And then on the inside, there was like a powder, a sugary powder. It was delicious. Loved it.
What about ice cream trucks? Like the
We do have an ice cream truck that drives by every day.
Well, not that guy.
Yeah, we don't have those anymore, I don't
haven't
think.
seen that ever in the past like 15 years. But when I was a kid, I remember like
All the time.
during the summer every day. Oh, I hear the ice cream truck coming. We go and get the SpongeBob looking ice cream with like the eyes were like one was like way up here, one was way down here.
We tried to go and get ice cream just this weekend, and even the local places that are open for ice cream weren't even open.
Yeah.
That all they were are ice cream.
I still remember what they tasted like too. They were like lemony tasting.
Oh, I wouldn't have liked that then.
Oh man, that's nostalgia.
No.
Yeah, what happened to ice cream trucks? Never seen them anymore.
No. I don't know. Isn't that weird? Just like the things that go away and you don't know why they went away.
They just vanish.
Like
and
what happened?
They vanish and you don't notice that they're gone until like
Later
now,
on, you're like,
years
wait a
later, like,
second.
wait, what happened to yeah.
No. Except for other things that make sense, like a flip phone, but we know that like it's progressed
Right,
into something else.
right,
like
right.
ice cream trucks have not.
Right.
Josh Hartnett has
yeah,
not.
I feel like there's like a huge market for that because we never see them. But if you had an ice cream truck and you drove around town trying to sell ice cream, you would kill it.
If you
People would be
like
amazed.
did snow removal in the winter,
Yeah.
you got nothing to do in the summer, so you might as well be selling
Right.
that snow you removed in the form of ice cream.
Right? Be an ice cream man. Turn that snow into
Snow cones,
Yeah, man.
right? Makes perfect sense.
Like, what
But they
happened?
must have, when we went to the food truck festival,
Mm-hmm.
video coming on that, there was the ice cream one. So why wouldn't they
Right.
go to a park or go to where the kids are playing baseball or something? I don't know, something fun like that.
Man, I still remember that.
Right? What other things
Dude, that
are
is
gone?
crazy.
You know
That would be so cool if there was an ice cream truck around.
what I think is kind of gone, or like when we bring BL to the parks and stuff, is that thing where you like run around in a circle really, really fast and like somebody's on it and they're like hanging on to like.
Yeah.
I feel like those are less and less because I think I've been to one park with one of those.
Like a
And like they're
merry-go-round
just,
thingy.
yeah, like the
Yeah.
merry-go-round. And then like the kids that go on it,
Maybe they're like
not safe.
statistically, yeah.
And
you can
monkey
get
bars,
hurt.
you don't see monkey bars anymore.
No, never.
No.
It's just like slides and swings.
And those bars that they would have where like you would put your knee, like the bar would go on your knee and then you'd be flipping like
Yeah.
and then you'd like jump off. I liked that. Right?
Yeah, so much stuff has changed. It's crazy.
Isn't it? And then you don't even know. It's just gone one day.
Right,
And
it's
all of a
just-
sudden there's like a tire configuration.
Right.
You're like, where
You
did
don't
this
realize it's gone
blob of
until it's
tiredness
gone.
come from?
Yeah, man. That's wild. It's
That's
crazy.
like when we're driving around, you see that there's like no kids outside.
Never.
Where I remember when we were
Yeah.
young, like we used to have our bikes or walking and we'd be outside literally after breakfast we'd get kicked out, and then like till dinner time.
I remember playing Little League. Like some of the kids on my team would like ride their bike to practice or ride their bike to the games and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like, I mean, you never would see that today. Never.
No. Or when you do, you're kind of like, how old are you? Where's your
right?
mom?
Exactly. Yeah.
Get back there. I sometimes when I'm walking like Kimmy and stuff, and it's just, I was walking that day when you guys stayed here, and then I walked Kimmy out, and there was a kid on their bike coming, and we were walking on they were biking on one side and I was walking on the opposite side, and this person came by and just looked at me and like shook their head as if like that's my kid, and I'm letting him like kind of block.
Right.
I'm like, that's not
It's
my
not
boy,
kid, bro.
that's not mine. That's not mine.
Yeah.
But I don't know, just like weird things like that has disappeared. And like computers, we know that computers have gone, or keyboards essentially gone, and now everybody has laptops instead. But like
Right.
those things that have just what things have disappeared?
I still use the only
For,
place
like-
I use a desktop computer is at work. Are your computers desktop at work? Yeah, they are.
Yes, but
Yeah.
we have wireless keyboards.
Okay.
So it's kind of like a
Yeah.
step. You kind of have your monitor and then your wireless keyboard, and like the tower is
Right.
down below and off to the side. And now we don't even, like, I don't need the overhead lights. I have the light that goes on the battery pack. To me, it's so much easier. But
Yeah.
I don't know, just wild. And I can't wait until, like, now they've found a way to like grow a human tooth.
What?
Yeah, so that it can like grow a tooth. So it takes like 30 years to grow a tooth, but I'm sure it's going to be better. And obviously it's really
it takes 30 years.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why I
What's
was
the
saying
point then?
when BL becomes 12, I'm going to have them do whatever they got to do like do impressions on his teeth so that they can mimic all of his teeth. Because when you're 12, you have all your adult teeth.
All right.
Other than your wisdom teeth,
yeah.
but calm down. He can live without those. But then when something happens to his teeth, when they're not perfect, and then, he'll get cavities, that's fine. But then when he becomes responsible, because there's always that age where you don't really take care of your teeth, aka you're like teens, essentially.
Right.
And then you like grow out of it and you start being like, oh shoot, I should probably take care of my teeth. And then he'll have backups for all those teeth.
That's
like
cool.
one backup.
That would be cool. That's where it would make sense is when you're a kid and you get the duplicates.
Yeah,
like,
when you get your adult teeth, but you're not an adult because you're 6 years old and you still don't know how to clean your teeth.
Right. You get, yeah.
And then like when you're
By
in
the
your
time you're
40s,
40.
you end up like needing crowns and broken teeth. I know that happens ahead of time, but think
Your
even
duplicate teeth are ready.
right, like the hockey players.
Yeah.
Can you imagine just going to the dentist and just being like, okay, so these are gone, but now I'm retiring from
Right.
sports, so now I'm gonna get my
Could
final.
you throw my duplicates in
Can we
that have been growing for the
get that?
last 30 years?
Thanks. Right.
That's cool.
And so when he's about 42 years old, happy birthday. Here you go. Here's a new set of teeth. Mommy loves you.
Dentures will be a thing of the past.
But it's so much better for you because the bone in your jaw and stuff. That's a whole nother tangent.
And then once you like,
But put in the comments below the things that you guys miss so that we can kind of revisit this.
let's
because-
live some nostalgia.
And some of it, like, I want like some old stuff. Like, I want to have to look up to be like, what is that?
Right.
That's what I want.
Yeah.
Give me what you guys got. I want to know. I want to know the things that I don't even know that I miss that I would want to miss.
Yeah. Back in like my grandparents. I remember when gas was 5 cents. Like you would throw a $1
know
worth of
about
gas.
That nostalgia. You know what? What about, I remember when you could afford to go to college and then buy a house and get married.
Right.
Because right now,
On one
with
income.
the school loan, right. With this, I know, right?
Yeah.
Back in the day when you had one parent that worked
Yup.
and the other would stay home and do what
One
they got to
income,
do.
you could do everything.
And it was okay.
Crazy.
Wild. Instead, we have to start saving up for the 2-year-old now,
Yeah.
just so he can make it by, hopefully.
All right,
But,
guys. Hope you enjoyed the episode.
Yeah, I'm getting summoned. I got to go do mom stuff.
Good night. Good evening. Good day. Thanks for watching.
Guys, seriously, comment so that I can tell Ryan that I need to be left alone so that I can answer a comment. Please. Please.
Please.
He does it to me. He says, oh, I got to ship orders. So if you're Team Ryan, go on our eBay store and buy something. And if you're Team Pam, leave a comment below about some nostalgia thing that we can't have anymore, I guess.
Yeah.
Go Team me.
Go Team us.
You want both.
Haha.
I guess if you're Team Baby, then do both. Coming. I love you.